What is good, everyone? It is your boy Attach, and welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to help you become a professional Call of Duty player. But before we get started, on Scuf right now, you can use my code Attach ATTACH at checkout when you're buying anything on the Scuf Gaming website for the next until 12/2. You get 10% off. So that's a crazy deal, getting 10% off on Scuf. You can buy my Scuf. Link is down below if you want to go check out the page to Scuf Gaming, check out all that good stuff. But it's an incredible deal. Go get a gift for you, gift for your friend, a gift for whoever it may be, your teammate, and go check it out. But with no further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm just gonna be honest with you, straight up with you, and give you what I think is the best way to go pro. And I don't know if there's been a more detailed video talking about this topic in the Call of Duty community, because I know the Call of Duty community. I don't know that any other of these gaming communities. I know the Call of Duty community, so I'm gonna give you the best tips, and hopefully this can help you out and steer you on the right direction to becoming a pro player, content creator, or something within the Call of Duty community. With this video, I want to go super in detail about all these topics I'm going to bring up. So I want to do a part 1, this is it. I want to do a part 2, I want to do a part 3, maybe even a part 4 if there's that many things to talk about, if you guys are liking it that much. And it really depends on your guys' feedback. If you guys are like these videos, you want more videos of super in detail stuff about the community, how to come up in the community, how to get your name out there in the community, just let me know in the comments down below. That would be very much appreciated. Make sure to watch the whole video, give me your honest feedbacks and any constructive criticism you may have, or ask some questions in the comments down below. I will try my best to answer them in the comments. If I can't answer them in the comments, I will use the next video, part 2, to answer them. But the first and most basic one is you need the equipment. I mean, it sucks that you need the equipment, because when I was younger, I didn't have the best equipment. It's not cheap, especially when you're young. It's not easy to get a monitor, a controller, a headset, what's it called? Internet. Obviously, internet is the main one. So you want to have internet, you want to have the best internet as possible that you or your family can get. You could try and do whatever you do, or whatever you can, to get the best internet possible. Online gaming, you need good internet. For monitors, it's super important to get a monitor. When I got a monitor, it was the biggest change in my gaming career, from playing without a monitor to getting one at the end of Black Ops 2. Everything completely changed. Get a 24-inch monitor, Asus, like Asus VG25H or something like that. Get that monitor. That's the one we use at the tournaments, I believe. That's the one we've been using. That's the one we probably will use this upcoming year. They haven't announced it yet. That's the monitor you're gonna need, and it's insane the difference. I used to play on like a LED TV, and it's terrible compared to how much a monitor. A monitor is 1 ms, so everything that happens on the monitor, you're seeing it in like right as it happens. With some other TVs and like huge 80-inch flat screens on the wall, you're seeing things very delayed. So you want a monitor for the 1 ms. Things happen like that. It's super quick. So get a monitor, and obviously a controller. Controller is very important. Personally, I love the Scuf gaming controller. Been using it since Black Ops 2. All that good stuff. I got the military grade grip. Left paddle X, right paddle is O. I got the Scuf regular length cave sticks. I got the digital tap triggers. These are such a factor. Just being able to aim in and shoot, because it takes milliseconds off you aiming in and shooting, which milliseconds is a lot of time in Call of Duty. So if you don't want to get a Scuf, if you don't want to get a crazy super nice controller, you can use a basic PS4 controller, but I would recommend you play Claw. And here's like the weird part, because when you play Claw, it could hurt your hands. Personally, I played Claw when I was younger for a little bit. I was like, my hands are already starting to feel weird. I'm not gonna go through with this. But if your hands feel fine, be my guest. Use Claw. That is incredible that you can play Claw and your hands still feel good. But personally, I think the Scuf is super nice, and getting the digital tap triggers is very important. Obviously, a headset for sound, but a headset is probably the least important thing for gaming. I would say, obviously, internet, you need that, but a monitor is the most important thing to get. Make sure you get that monitor first, then get a new controller, whether it's like a Scuf, whatever it may be, or just play Claw, and then a headset. But a monitor will change your life if you have not played on a monitor. Trust me on this one. It will change your life. And the next tip is going to be learning about the Call of Duty scene, learning where everything goes down. Call of Duty is huge on Twitter. I don't know how Twitter became the main forum for every player to start just posting and tweeting way back in the day, but Call of Duty is, or Twitter is where Call of Duty as all the action and all the pro players talk and all the amateur players talking. Like the whole community is literally based on Twitter, which is insane. There's also a couple of other websites, like Game Battles was the old one. It's still getting used though for GB matches, for the Pro Point matches. I don't know how active the forums are anymore, but the forums are another way to get you to meet other people that are gaming, playing GB matches, to meet other people that are interested in competitive Call of Duty. But I would say Twitter, GB, Checkmate Gaming, OLTGG, like all those people are hosting tournaments and have forums where people are playing competitively. And also UMG Gaming, you could play wagers on that, and wagers are like money matches. Like let's say I put up $1, I post a 1v1 SND best of 3. Someone can accept that dollar match, and we play a best of 3. If I win the first 2 maps, I win the series, and I get his dollar. And that's how the wager matches work. So you can wager for money. That's mainly on like Checkmate Gaming, UMG, and those are probably the 2 main wager sites. You cannot wager on GB. It's never been allowed on GB to wager, but you really want to find the spots where you're going to find people who are interested in what you're interested in. Because if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're interested in the pro scene, the pro community of Call of Duty, and those are the places: Twitter, Game Battles, and those other websites that I have listed. I can link these all down below, and if I forget to, make sure to remind me, because I will put them in the description right away, so you guys can all just click a link and go check out what I'm talking about, because it is super important to find the hotspots where everyone hangs out and talks, and also watch videos, watch professional players streams, join professional players discords, watch professional players YouTube videos, watch YouTubers. Like just watch whoever you want to become, in a way, not like exactly like a person, but like reach where they're at, you know, like see the steps they take, see how they play the game, see what kind of play style you like, see what kind of person you want to be when you do go pro. Like just try and take as much info as you can from the people you can watch, because there's pros streaming every single day. There's people uploading YouTube videos every single day that are professional players. So don't take this for granted. If you are the people that want to come up, learn from as many people as you can and take in all the good stuff you see from them and input it into your life, into your gameplay, whatever it may be. Tip number 3, we're going to be talking about getting your name out there. This is probably the single most asked question in my stream, aside from how do you go pro. But getting your name out there is the main thing people want to know, and it's the toughest thing. Because when I was playing back in the day, like Modern Warfare 3, it was felt like this. I was like on the outside. There's like a big, there's a circle. There's a circle. And if you're just spectating, you're just a person on Twitter watching all the pros, following all the pros, seeing all the streams, and watching the YouTube videos, which I was doing. I was not a pro. I was just trying to grind and just become a pro. Felt like I was outside the circle, just watching it all happen, watching everyone do stuff. And I was like, I need to get in there. I want to be a professional player. I'm going to do whatever it takes to become a professional player. And that's what I did. So that's sure how some of you feel, because like you're in the community, but it feels like you're outside of all the action, all the things that are going on. So you want to get in the community and be a part of all the big things happening, all the traveling, all the tournaments, all that good stuff. So I've got some good tips right here. I have them written down on my phone. But what you gotta do, in simple terms, you want to be the best player in the lobby. And here's the thing: you're not always gonna be the best player in the lobby. That's just how it goes. And if you're in a lobby playing tens, you're playing GB matches, you're playing wagers, you're playing pubs, hit the person up who's doing the best consistently, become friends with them, start gaming with them. And if you're good and they're good, they're gonna want to play with you. Good people want to play with good people. People want to win. People want to win money in tournaments. People want to win tournaments to get their name out there. People want to do all that stuff. So good players attract other good players. So befriend the best person in the lobby. Play tens together. Play wagers. Play tournaments. Do all that good stuff until you become the best player in the lobby. Then keep climbing, because it's literally just a grind. It's like reaching the top level amateur, the grind. Reaching the bottom level of pro, keep grinding, reaching the middle level of pro, keep grinding, reaching the top level of pro, and getting on the best teams. It's a non-stop grind just to improve as a player, improve your in-game smarts, improve your shot, improve your movement, improve every single thing you can. And some other things are, like I said, playing tens, playing online tournaments, playing wagers. Those are huge. Think about how many professional players are streaming all the time. There's a lot of pro players streaming early in the morning, late at night, playing wagers and tournaments. And what's going to happen? Let's say your name is Billy Bob. If you consistently beat a professional player and people are noticing you in streams that your name is Billy Bob and you're beating pro players in tournaments, pro players are going to be like, who's this Billy Bob guy that keeps beating us and who is beating other pro players? You're getting your name out there by winning those tournaments. And that's just how it starts going. But if you're not at that level to play in tournaments yet and you're not feeling comfortable, find a group of people. Join a Discord for that, a pro player. Because I know multiple pro players that have their own Discords, that have people looking for 10s, looking for 8s. People coming to my stream all the time looking for 10s, looking for wager partners, looking for people to play pubs with, everything. Just so you really just want to find a group of players to play with, to practice with, and to get better with. That is the most important thing. And then when you are ready, play those tournaments, play those wagers, because it is super, super important to play serious matches for money and do well and get your name out there. But when you're not doing that, play Respawn, play the 10s, get your name out there, meet more people, network, go to local lands. If you can go to a local lands, if you are blessed enough, if you have local lands near you, you are blessed. I had local lands near me. I was super blessed, and that accelerated to my career and got me so used to playing on land that when I went to these tournaments, it just felt normal, like going to another tournament. Every pro, like Simp, for example, he's never competed in a big tournament because he wasn't 18. Like, he couldn't compete. He would go to locals, he would win the locals. He would play really well. He would get repetition on land. And then he went to the tournament and he absolutely fried just because he was comfortable. He was so used to it. And you've practiced these maps and games and shots thousands and thousands of times. It's just doing the same thing, but you're just doing it on land. And it feels so good when you can get actual practice, which you're going to be playing these big tournaments on. So land practice is huge. But I know not everyone is blessed enough to be able to go to lands. They're in very select areas, like in California, in like the East Coast, like Jersey area, New York area, and some like Texas, I think, maybe some in Vegas. They're very, there's not many. There's not many. But if you are blessed enough, make sure you go to those, because that is how you meet tons of people in your area and a lot of really good players. What else do I got here? What else do I got here? Oh my god, here is a huge one that people don't expect. I Replays used to do it too. I did one recently. Subscriber tournaments. There's a lot of streamers who play pubs with subs, subscriber 10s, subscriber tournaments, S&D tournaments, like variant tournaments. They host them. It's insane. Do you guys know Asum? You guys know Asum. He was on FaZe last year. He had a pretty good year, his breakout year. Asum used to play in Replays' subscriber tournaments in, like, was it Black Ops 3 and IW days. And then in IW days, he would play in my subscriber tournaments and he would win them all. And then he proved himself so much in those tournaments. He proved himself just by hanging around those groups, and he won so many that we're like, okay, this guy is good. Like, he's just a good player. And when an opportunity arose last season, he was able to get on a team because he knew Chris. He knew people in the community, and he's proven himself to those people that trusted him and believed in his talents. And that's all it takes. Just a couple people, 1, 2, maybe 3, and just a small group of people believing in your talent can literally, now Asum has a long career ahead of him. He's on a franchise league team. So that's all it takes. And he was just playing subscriber tournaments. Obviously, it does suck that you'll have to pay some money to play in like subscriber tournaments and whatever it may be. But if you win the subscriber tournaments, you're going to win money. You're going to get your name out there. It's like an investment pretty much. And if you're supporting one of your favorite streamers, whoever it is, that's just a bonus on top. You're supporting someone you enjoy watching and you like. But it's very important. Any way, like I said, any way to get your name out there is a good way. Wagers, 10s, tournaments, subscriber tournaments, playing with just streamers, playing with just grinding the game as much as possible. And last but not least, here's the final tip for the part 1 of this video. No excuses. I actually asked in my Discord, I was like, guys, what are some tips or what are some questions that you may have to if you want to become a professional player? And someone said, I really want to go pro. I really want to go pro, but I truly hate this game. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, if you want to go pro and you actually truly want something so bad, you'll do whatever it takes. No matter how bad the game is, no matter how many miles you have to walk, no matter what it's like, don't use an excuse to stop you from doing what you want to do. If you truly want to do it, if you truly want to go pro, you're not going to use an excuse. Like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people don't like the game right now. A lot of pros don't like the game right now, but you think a lot of the pros are just going to like, nah, we're not going to play. There's still pros grinding every single day. Like, there could be some people that aren't playing, but for the most part, everyone that wants to win is still grinding the game. And it obviously sucks if you don't like the game, but there's a new COD that gets released every year. You have a what? Probably like 8 to 9 month season to make your name and do whatever you can if you're a pro player already to win tournaments, make money, do all that stuff. If you're trying aspiring player to climb the ladder, get your name out there and become a pro player. So we all have the same time to do this. And if you hate the game, there's gonna be someone out there that might not like the game either, but they don't care. They're not gonna let that stop them from trying to go pro and grinding. So don't use that excuse if you actually truly want to go pro. If you don't want to go pro, you don't have to do it. Like you don't have to grind. Like it's just simple as that. But if you do, you got to change your mindset. Period. It doesn't matter how much you hate the game. There's a lot worse situations out there in the world. It's a video game. Grind, get over it, and you never know, it could change your life by just grinding it through a game for a couple months that you hate. And there is some fixes, hopefully, that are coming to this game. So we're gonna see, because we all want to get fixed. But regardless, just get that thought of hating the game so much out of your head that you want to quit. Don't do that. Don't use that excuse. Here is a very important one. It is kind of like about the same topic. No one cared. Like, listen, attach in Ghost. Oh, no. Attach in Black Ops 2. Attach in the beginning of Black Ops 2. If I would have been like, nah, you know what? I'm not, like, I feel like not enough people want to team with me. Not enough people want to play with me. I was dropped off a roster in Black Ops 2. Like, they dropped me from Team Motivation, like MVN. They dropped me off a roster. And, like, I was, like, if I would have quit right there and just been like, okay, well, this is it. Like, I got dropped off a roster. This is it. No one would have cared. There would have been someone who just took my spot, who would have been a pro player on all these teams that I've been on, and just took my spot, and no one would have remembered about me. So here's the thing. No one, this is going to sound like mean, but this is not me like roasting you, but it's just me being honest with all of you. No one cares if you quit when you quit without making a name for yourself. If you grind through it and become a player, become a figure in the community, whether it's a content creator, a player, streamer, anything, then people start caring about you. But no one is going to care, and no one's going to care about your excuses when you're making videos, going pro, doing all this stuff. That's what I'm saying. No excuses. I could be sick every single day, have the worst flu, but if I don't upload to YouTube or don't stream and don't go to terms and don't practice, people are going to be like, what the hell is wrong? What's wrong with this guy? Why is he not doing this? You know, I could be like, I'm sick. I have the really bad flu. No one's going to care at the end of the day. They just want to see content. So practice, put the time in, and do not get lazy, because there is thousands and thousands of people who are out there wanting to take all the professional player spots. There is five starting players on each team, 12 teams in the league. So what is that? That's 60 starting players. There's a couple bench players. Let's just say starters. There's 60 starters in the league. There is thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are dying to take those player spots. So if you're in the league and you're in the spotlight, you're in the prime of your career, you're a pro, you made it, you can't take it for granted. You got to keep going. If you're trying to make that, you're one of those people that's trying to take their spots. You got to grind hard, because these pro players and these players are coming up as well, are all grinding hard. They're putting in hours in film sessions. They're practicing. They're scrimming. They're watching streams, watching YouTube videos, improving their gameplay, and just trying to become their best players. And they're just waiting for that one opportunity to do it. So, like I said, to sum it up, people are gonna just be grinding no matter what. They're not gonna care if you stop playing. They want to take your spot. They want you to quit. There's thousands of people that want every single professional player, every single AM player to quit, because it will better their opportunity to go pro. So do what you got to do. Focus up. Don't let any of these BS excuses get in your way. And that's just me being honest with you guys. Don't let it get in your way, and do what you got to do to put yourself on the right path to becoming the best player and a pro player that you could be. Guys, I was going to do it for the first installment of the how to be a professional Call of Duty player. Hopefully this helps. If you have any questions or any feedback in the comments, let me know down below. That's going to do it. Thank you all for watching. As always, my name's Attach, and I'm out. Peace.